Hi there, I'm your web developer Sunil Kumar. Welcome back to my another video, which is I'm going to explain the previous work which I announced to you, that how to build a functionality where we can get ingredients based on saved recipes, right? So what I have logically explained to you with the previous video, you can view that to see, identify what exactly we are going to implement in this video, right? So this is the page where we need to show the ingredients, okay? And here is the theme files, which is I'm already logged in with the server, and these are the responsible theme files. So in this, we are going to choose this function.php to add another function into it. So we can create a shortcode and add that into there, right? Now, I have already downloaded the entire folder, okay, the entire folder into my drive, local drive, here this one, and opened it through the Visual Studio Code. So this is the function file which is responsible. So many other functionalities which I built implement many ways. So if we are concerning of this existing one, like the sections which is written in Dutch language, like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, like. So here you can see there's already having some boxes over here, so and on. So these are derived from again custom build function, which is a shortcode, and that shortcode I have already written into this function.php. Let's find that. Okay, now the function which I have created, it's in week menu recipes. Yeah, this is the one which is responsible. So at this stage, if you see, right now, the entire saved recipes are stored into a user meta field, which is called saved underscore week menu recipe. Now this is the the data holder, as we can say, meta box, meta field, user meta field, which is holding the all saved recipes by the user. And this function which I built, which is responsible to display these fields, right? Like you have already, this user is Khalid, user already saved some recipes into Tuesday. Now, so we're going to follow this user meta field and call this user meta field with our new function, and filter the saved recipes and extract the ingredients from the recipe fields, right? Now here you need to understand one more thing, that this recipes, which is already into the site, right? Now these are created, again let me open the backend admin so you can see the details. Yeah, it's a little bit slow, my internet, you can see that. Now the recipe is here. Now this recipe is a custom post created. It's not derived from any plugin, so it's created. Now since it's created, and also added custom fields by this custom field plugin. Now here at this stage on recipe section, you might see the ingredients which is saved into as a custom field. This is the ingredients. Now we need to call this ingredient, right, this ingredient field into our new function which we're going to create it, so that we can extract the specific recipe which is called ingredient. Hope you get my point. Now let's create a function at the bottom that which allow first the field which we are saving ingredients, right? Not ingredients, but what we are saving into that. So let's call this function, let's say function which is called get user post ingredients list, right? This will be our function which is going to be a shortcode, and that shortcode we are going to paste it somewhere into this page, right, into this page like here, so you can see the ingredients, right? Now to do that, let's create a first of all shortcode. Now add this function to shortcode, like you can call a hook add short cod code. This is the function which is WordPress function which is allow you to create a shortcodes, so you can later on call that anywhere you want it. Ingredient list, I named it, you can name it anything, and the function which I have created, this is done, right? Now let's call the meta field which hold the values of user saved recipes. Now that one which is, let's give a name of a variable, say it is saved week. Yeah, I got this saved week menu recipe, that's it. And serialize, since you get user meta and get, no wait, as get, see you are into current user ID. Now because we wanted only current user which shows logged in, who is logged in, right? Let's say it is saved WKV came in the menu. What was that? RECIP recipe. Now this is the field. Okay, save week menu recipe. This is the field which is allow us to access the thing which we have into it, right? Is there everything right? Let me check the brackets which I have closed or not. Yeah, something missing like TRU, true. Yeah, that is right now. Yeah. Now this field will hold the entire saved recipes. Okay. Now after that, we need to identify, right? So this variable is right now contained a two-dimensional array. Since I saving, if I check this, right now, if you can see this condition, right? Now here I'm saving each and every time when user click to save it. So this is the structure of array. Always I'm pushing into this variable to keep in track what are the recipes been saved. So in this array you can see the date when it's been saved and the day, like it's Monday or Tuesday, and the post ID, which is a recipe ID, which has been saving. Now this, on this base, right, we are getting the here. Now remember, I mentioned the previous video that we need ingredients, but there is a condition, that is we need only the recipes which is saved current week from starting to Monday to Sunday, right? Now we can filter all these recipes from this variable which is hold the two-dimensional array. Dates all there. Now to check the date which is saved, the recipe, whether it belongs to current week, right, or not, we need to first of all identify what is the range of current week. So to do so, let's create a function which will give you the range of current week. Like today is a Wednesday. Now what would be the date of Monday, and what will be the date of Sunday, of this week? So which is Sunday is upcoming, and the Monday is already gone. So we need to identify those two dates so we can filter, use the dates over here. Now let's the name get current current week, start start, and the end dates. I think that would be the name of the function because it's giving the two dates. Okay, now let's take the current date, current day, current, let's say, or day, right? Date, which is a predefined thing. Now it will allow you to identify which day of today, like it will, since it's an Wednesday, it will give you 3, right? Now after that, let's find out the starting date. Start okay. Now current day minus 1. Why I did so, I'll let you know. Yeah, and the end date. Now here we need, let's see, current day. Got it? Now what you can see over here, I'm saving, like 3. If we are considering today's day, like 3, if I'm getting minus 1, which is holding a 2. The start variable will hold 2, and end will hold 7 minus 3, which is hold 4, right? Now why I create these two variables, since I need end date. Let's assume this end date, end date, So how do I get date? Date brackets. Let's make this format YMD, and also time HIS, right? And the str to time. Now at this stage I need, okay, the standard of, from current date to the next 3 days. What would the date? So for that I need some value. Since I need a value, here I have, and this is how it goes, right? Hope you guys do aware of how to use date function into PHP. So this is how we get, if you have a current day and you want future, next 3 days, after what was the date of the next 3 days. So you can add 3 over here, or 4 if you wanted, after 7 days what would be the date, right? So I have added and variable which is hold maybe 4. Yeah, it's 4. And then you will see the current, from the current date to the 4th day would be the Sunday. Like, today is Monday, today is a Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Now again, same way we will get start date. Now at this stage, the same line, I'm going to paste it, and I'm change from start to the, like here, and minus. You see why I have needed -1, since this start value need to cover, if I'm considering the first day of the week. So since it's on Wednesday, we need to add 2 because we need to ignore the current date, right? So you will get the start date. Now here, these 2 variables are hold starting date, ending date, which we needed, right? Now we need to return this function start and end date. Got it? Now we have a function which is allowing us to identify the current week start date, end date. Now let's give a range, range like this. So we have, now let's filter this array. So for each, let's open, and inside a loop, as we can get key and row. Maybe you can write any variable over here. So I'm just getting the fields which I have saved into it. Now let's make a condition str to time of row, and the row which is hold the date, yeah, that is the variable, and I need to compare this date is supposed to be belongs to between 2 days from start date to end date. So let's give a condition str to time and the range of a start, right? At the same time, it's also need to need to be right. At this stage you can see the date what we have right now is a record which is belongs to between 2 days from starting date and ending date of this week. Now we like let's create another variable which is going to store of this selected or filtered, right? It's a blank array. Now this weeks is going to be, let's keep like row day. Yeah, that's why I kept this there. Now row. Now at this stage this variable has been created initially, and the record which has been identified with the logic is belongs to within this week, right? Now why I'm storing in this such a way, I'll tell you. There is another thing you need to know. So for now you get an idea that right now we are getting the records which belongs to within this week, right? Now after this loop what you will get, the records which you have, right, which you have, which belongs to within this week. So we need to find out the post IDs of the, right. So let's filter again for each. Now for now I'm going to filter this, fetch this as week. Now at this stage of week you can see the week means the first row which is holding the the number of rows which is hold the maybe first day, right, and second day, so on. Now at this stage let's bring that week which we wanted, right? Now how do I do that? And then so post IDs this week, I mean maybe this could be a Wednesday or Tuesday, any one day, right? Now this day might contain multiple records of posts, right? But we don't need all post ingredients. We need only the post which is saved latest, or the last one which is saved. So how do we find it? Since it's a two-dimensional array, what I'm going to do is, which is like I'm fetching again the base week based, and the week of this which is holding might be a multiple rows of the way, right? So but I need only the last one, so count the week minus 1, so which is the indication index would be the last one, and that row which holds the key post ID, right? So in this way you will get the last row of the post ID, right? So in this way you will get the all post IDs which is belongs to in a 1 week or a multiple weeks, but again multiple weeks which is saved by last post or last recipe. Now we got it all post IDs. Now what we need to check, if it is an you might have a same recipe saved by multiple weeks, right? Maybe the same recipe you have been saved with the Monday, maybe you saved the same recipe on Tuesdays too. So we need to remove the duplicacy of the post IDs. So how do I do that? By using the array unique function, right? post post IDs, and then array UNI unique. Now array unique will remove all post IDs which is belongs into this row or array, right? Now at this stage, yeah. Now at this stage, we have IDs and we need to get the ingredients. So, and also we need to show them into a in a in a bulletin way or indexing. So let's create a div. Let's drop this. Right, like div class. I'm calling this class as ingr adient ingredient list, okay, or ingredient profile list, profile. You can give it any name, that's not a big deal. And also add one thing which you wanted. Now UL will be there, right? Now after that, let's check a condition. If count of post IDs, it could be possible that even after such a logical function, you might get none of the post IDs. So I'm checking if it is a post ID is there, then we can get the ingredients, right? To get ingredients, first we need to get the post IDs. First we need to get posts of that. So args args array, right? Since we have post IDs, so there is a post in called, and you can give a post ID as post IDs, comma, and then there is a post type which you can give it, which is named OSETIN RECIP. Guys, I have created this since I knew that what would be the post type. So if in your case you need to identify, when you're doing this kind of a stuff, you need to identify what is the post type, right? Posts per page, we need infinitive. Maybe there could be a 10 posts or 15 posts, whatever. We need all of them, right? So posts post, get posts post, and here we going to args, right? Now after that, recip recipe underscore ingredient ingredient. Now this will be a blank array for now, right? So this variable is holding for now as a group of a post list, by post IDs which have been filtered, right? Now after that, what we will do, we will loop this post, okay, and like post as post, right? Since is a post output is a array objects, so this will give you an object, right? But to do so, we need to make this variable as a global call, right? So in that case, you can call setup post data, sorry, the post data, right? $and post. Now what will happen over here when you did this? The entire object of a post is going to set as a global variable post. So if you did this, it will allow you to access of default functionalities of the access like the title, the TID title kind of functions. Okay, now why we need it? So since, as you are aware, that ingredients which is saved through the which is saved in a field which is created by the custom field plugin, so that plugin having a specific functions where you need to call it. So to do so, you have to save it, this post, as a global. So let's do this. Now we have a post, and for the post, and also we have a global post variable. So like while OSETIN, also this was the recipe name, have rows. Now this is the structure is following by the custom field plugin, since it's having that INGREDIENTS, right? Now this is the ingredients section. Now what we are doing, since it's a post variable, so it's checking that this post does have the ingredients saved or not. Now if that ingredients has been saved, fetch it, and then the row, right? If it is there, now ing ingredients ingr name, and this we can call get sub field field like INGREDIENTS, not ingredient, name. How do I know? I just dig into this field, which you can see this at the back end, I think. Now this ingredient, I know if you can click on it, now this is allowing to, right? This is ingredient which I'm calling. Now inside this there are many variables, so inside that I need name of that. So this is the name, so I'm calling this name as a sub name of it, right? So this will hold like this. Now here, since I'm creating a frame, let's check with this if. Now okay, now before I'm going to show that, since we are working on multiple posts, the same name of ingredient might be contained with the another post, so we don't need to show the multiple same ingredients into multiple time. So to do so, while looping it, I need to find out a way to check whether this is exist or not. So I'm going to create in name, comma, recipe ingredient ingredient name. Now this is the one variable which I created. It will be a array, right? So like this, I'm going to save ngr name. Now since this is saving every loop, it's storing the name, and next time when it check if it is a name exists, it won't save into, or it won't push into that name in this array. So in that way I'm identifying that it is already exist, right? Now let's take it li and li. Now here I'm writing this code of ingredient. Got it? Right. Apart from this, I would also need I would also need the amount of ingredient. Get sub field field of ingredient amount, right? Now the field which I can identify at this is this, right? Now here, there you go, right? And then we're going to close it after loop, and this condition is there. After this condition we're going to close these two variables, this condition ending over here, and then here closing. Close it. Let's keep it up. UL, right? Now this is the way I have closed this. Now we have all done, right? And here the short code which is need to execute into the place where we need to. So this is entire is a my profile page. So let's find out the my profile page. Yeah, this is a page. So at this stage I have to put this into ingredient list. Let's find out that I think I have already added. Right, now here it is. So yeah, here it is. Now here the shortcode will be executed. Let me save all into one place, into server, right? And then you can see the results. Yeah, I'm just refreshed. Yeah, now you can see the amount, this, and the ingredient name. Now here you have a three recipes, but what you are getting to see the ingredients, it belongs to the last one. I mean the one which we have added, the last one. So to confirm it, let's check this. Open this field, and you can see, right, olive oil, right, olive oil, and the last one tomatin. So alright guys, this is all what we have right now. So next class I'll give an examples of something else to build it, and something interesting, maybe. You know that. So stay with me to watch my channels. You can subscribe my channel on YouTube, or you can follow me any social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and you can respond me. If you have any things of queries to help me out to build your website or apps, let me know. Yeah. Thank you. See you then. Bye.